Hello and welcome to Chicago Reacts. My name is Lauren, and today we're doing something just a little bit different. So this past May, Daniel, Kit, and I were at ACEN. That's Anime Central. It is one of the biggest anime conventions in the entire United States. I think it's at like number 4 or something. And it's huge. It is so much fun. And look, I got my first press pass. I've never had one of those before. So this was really exciting for me. It got us into some stuff early. It did allow us to skip some of the lines. Not all of the lines, but some of them, which is what is important. And again, we had a blast. It was so much fun. And so today and through a couple of other videos on various channels, I'm going to just kind of be delving into some stuff that we went through at ACEN. So let's begin. People line up for well over an hour before the gates even open just to get into ACEN. On Friday, Daniel and I got there bright and early to try and get a head start, and, well, here we are in line for security. Super exciting. Look at Daniel putting all of his stuff together. Says hi. Got a fun line here, but we're also, we're very far ahead. That's good to know. Yeah, it kind of worked. Before the gates open, it is a bit of an odd sensation on the floor. The entire place just waiting, expectant. And it feels almost electric with anticipation. But then, the floodgates release.
The hall is now open. Please remember,
Despite the order to walk and not run, the floor is still quickly overrun with excited people ready to buy, show off, and learn. The show floor fills rapidly, and the deluge of excited fans seems never-ending for the entirety of the weekend. The number of people just waiting so early in the morning absolutely floored me, especially considering how many costumes we saw right off the bat. I have no idea what time some of those people actually got into line, but I was impressed with their tenacity. Some hang out in the lobby for most of the day, enjoying the costumes and the camaraderie. The people that hang out here tend to have some very elaborate costumes, some of which seem way too hot to move beyond the lobby where the AC works best. But this is a place to see and be seen, and everywhere you look, there's something amazing to witness. There's also innumerable opportunities to take group shots with people in and out of your fandom, as well as to play around in character. It's not all just costumes, of course. Artist's Alley is absolutely massive and offers a seemingly endless and completely eclectic array of books, knickknacks, clothes, and, of course, art. They even have an assortment of weaponry. And you all know I loved that. There's tons of opportunities to talk to the artists and the creators themselves, and each booth will have quite a few hobbyists as well who love to talk about what's available. And moving right along, there's also panels galore. Which offer a good way to sit down, to learn about your favorite shows or something you've never seen before, to have a Q&A with the actors of those shows, even to play a game. Of course, you might have to wait in line to get in. The con lasts 3 days, and trust me, you'll need all of it to be able to enjoy all of the things the con has to offer. There's music, live performances, incredible art, games, and more. ACEN is a great way to catch up on all kinds of games, old and new.
I'm with the organization primarily with Everything Games. We're a local game store based out of Buffalo Grove. We do carry everything from trading card games, video games, to board games and everything like that. So.
And how many people have you seen come through here in the past 2 days? How many are you expecting today?
We have probably seen over 1,000 people plus over the past 2 days, and we're hoping to see at least another couple hundred today. So I know things are winding down, but everybody likes to kind of just relax in the last day, so this is the best place to do it.
You can also experience new games that are not yet on the market, or at least ones that haven't been on the market for very long, depending on when this video comes out. We talked to the marketing manager for Buttons and Bugs, the newest game set in the realm of Gloomhaven.
Hey everyone, my name is Monica. I'm the marketing manager for Cephalofair Games. We are bringing a lot of our new games into ACEN this year for the very first time. Right now, right in front of you, you can see Buttons and Bugs. It's our first solo scenario game. It has 6 starter mercenaries and plays for about 15 to 20 minutes each scenario. A lot of people have been just coming over here and having a great time like demoing this game because it's really pocket sized and you can take it with you, especially when you're traveling around. We are very known for our giant games like Gloomhaven. So when Joe started this, it won an award, and we have our designer Nikki Valens, who's also a very talented and award-winning game designer, came in and actually fine-tuned the game to what you see and hear today. The amazing artwork that you see is by Mo Fei Wang. If you're looking for something like bite-sized, like really fun and easy way to play Gloomhaven, this is definitely the game for you. We actually had announced this on our backer kit campaign last year for the Gloomhaven Festival, and this just came out to retail, so it's like slowly like making its way to all of our, well, it should be with all of our backers right now, but it's slowly making its way into retail. The premise of this game is basically like these 6 mercenaries, they showed up and they basically annoyed an imp, so they ended up being shrunk down by this imp. And now they need to find their way and figure out how to get back to their normal size. So on our game, Frosthaven and Gloomhaven, you fight Algox, which is like this Yeti-looking character, and dragons. And here, you fight the normal size but tiny counterparts, which are rats and moths.
And Buttons and Bugs, because those are the things you have to deal with instead of Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah, pretty much. Yes, absolutely. Yes.
That's amazing. Is there anything else that like you just think that the people need to know?
You know what's cool? So this has been a really like top seller for us like since we started the year and going to conventions. So a lot of people have actually like played through most of these. There are 20 scenarios, but you multiply by its 6, right? Because there's 6 starter characters, so you went through it. A lot of fans have actually played through the whole game already. So now, if you're going to some of our big shows like Origins, Gen Con, PAX Unplugged, and ACEN in Germany, we will be having a little surprise for you. Pun intended. Be having a little surprise for you. So like, I'm really excited.
They also have games and expansions essentially available for things like D&D 5th edition, wherein in one such game, it's a new take on character death in D&D. It's called Purgatory, and, just if you're not quite done with your character yet, but maybe they ended up here.
So did the cleric actually follow his oath, or was he a little stingy in his ways? Did the rogue piss off one too many gods, or totally not 10 in my case? Did the fighter kill the wrong person? Was the druid maybe not as nice as they could have been to nature? Things like that.
You dropped a can here, and now you're going to hell.
Basically, in a sense, you could do something like that. This is basically a way to have the characters explore their afterlives in a way and the consequences of their actions, or even see if they can go get back at their own lives.
And of course, if tabletop RPGs aren't really your thing, there's a ton of video games as well. All told, there's a ton of fun to be had, and that's not including all the after-hours activities that I wasn't able to attend this time around. You'll have to check that out for yourself if you want to know more. See you at ACEN 2025.